My KD is like a gold plat maybe. Not even a plat, no. My thing is like a gold, okay, a low gold. Maybe like a gold 1, plat 3, not even, okay, just say plat 3. But yeah, okay, so, and what I have, okay, so, here, I'll just get right into the settings. I play on these settings. I play on night mode 1 because you can hear footsteps louder, like I said. Hi-Fi makes explosions louder. If you want to hear explosions, your personal preference. TV is the baddest one, bro. TV, I don't think it does anything really. I think it just makes your game sound lower. My master volume is 100 because I can hear overall audio volume, and I'm not trying to have my dialogue volume like you hear a dude be like, he goes reloading, like he'd be like reloading, and then the dude just sprints around the corner, just kills you. I have brightness 70. It's really personal preference. I have mine on 70 so I can see in dark corners and everything. Um, oh yeah, I forgot my matchmaking preferences. This is what I have on house. And boy, I know that's curry up and thing. And this, I have these two off, so when if I can see my teammates online ID and outline, I sometimes like shoot my teammates on accident, but stuff like that. And then my settings are 3857. I have my reticle is pretty low, so I can shoot so I can control recoil, and the horizontal, personal preference. I put mine in classic. Best. This is literally the best one. Updated just makes it really terrible. Aim assist, okay. Keep your aim assist off if you want to play your best and like T hunts or something. Just keep it on. But I take it off if you want to get your warm up, get everything like that. And stuff like that. Okay, and use 38 ADS. And my attachments are for sledge. I use this gun. Come do my attachments, whore. Okay, I'm gonna meet you real quick. Okay, and that's for sledge. Yeah, for the SMG 11, I use flash hider and hollow. It's up to you. You can use reflex or compensator. Thatcher. I don't really use Thatcher, but if I do, I would use his AR-33. I mean, actually, it's kind of up to you. This one does more damage, but I mean, it's up to you, really. I mean, don't use. I mean, I wouldn't use shotgun because it doesn't have the SMG 11, but it's really up to you. But if you would go for this, I have a compensator. If you would use this, I have hollow and flash hider. And it doesn't really matter for the pistols. There's only like a flash hider or muzzle. For Ash, it's really important. Okay, some people have extended barrel. I've seen people play. I don't use G36, but I'll show you hollow and flash hider. People can either use muzzle. If you would use, I use this for Ash. G36. I use this one. I don't know. It feels way better than the F7. The S7 just feel like it shoots more. It shoots more, like, not really well. I do not use shotgun. I wouldn't recommend it. I use the assault rifle. Like I said, I use hollow, uh, angled, and I use flash hider, and then I use this pistol on. No, actually, I use this with muzzle. I don't know what that's on because I don't use them, but and Twitch is really an important op, high recoil. So I used to use muzzle, but I use flash. Feels better because muzzle is the start of the weapon. Like it'll just like kick up. It's just a kick of the weapon. I don't not use shields. It's just a pistol. I use a P9. I do not use glass. I do not use fuse. I mean, actually, I do use fuse. I'm pretty good with him, but I do not use him that much. I use AK-12. I recommend that. AK muzzle and yeah, and then flash hat or whatever on it, or I mean, yeah, I'm angled. And then on IQ, I definitely use IQ. I do not. People would use the LMG. I do not use the LMG just because of black eyes. I really like this gun overall. You can use the commando or the AUG. I would use either the commando or the G8. Um, handbook, I do use reflex. I believe, I do. I do not. Okay, yeah, I do. I use reflex, flash hider, and laser. Let me see. I Blackbeard. It's up to you. You want to use Blackbeard? You use Blackbeard. Go for it. You know. I use the MK17. I use this. I'm pretty good with Blackbeard. There's a reason why I use angle grip. Capito. I like Capito. I just don't use them. Like I should start maining him or something. But I really like Capito. I use hollow, muzzle, and angled. I killed many people with him. Habana is a really important app in this game. I use this with ACOG, flash hider, and angled grip. Yeah, this is a lot. Jackal, I do not use this gun. I just use it for a random. I use hollow, angled, and flash hider on this gun. But on the other gun that I just had, I use ACOG suppressor with it. I would not use suppressor. I would not recommend it. I don't use suppressor. I just use this for fun. Hollow, flash, and angled. I would definitely use that on her on Ying. Do not use ACOG. I mean, actually, it's present perfect. Sophia, the reason why I use I mean, you can use LMG. I used to run LMG. I used to be goated with that. I run ACOG or hollow on her. On some LMG. It depends on my mood. I use reflex, flash hider, and vertical. Dokkaebi, I don't use Dokkaebi, but I believe I have flash hider. I believe on her. I do not like the Boss G, in my opinion. Yes, muzzle. I mean, and yeah, if you like her. No, I used to main Dokkaebi, but Lion, Finka. Oh my god, dude. On her, I use ACOG muzzle angled. I really like Lion sometimes. I remember back then when I used to like had no ops and I had to buy Finka. I saved up. I definitely like Finka. You run ACOG and muzzle on her. God. Maverick is a really important op. I use Oh, bro, my head is hurting. Okay. ACOG muzzle vertical. Okay, instead of like you can use ACOG. Like if you feel like the mood, oh my god, I'm gonna die with ACOG or I'm terrible with ACOG, use hollow or reflex. I use ACOG or hollow, one of those two. It's really up to you. Nomad, I do use Nomad. I use the ARX. I use Flash and ACOG. And for gridlock, I do not use gridlock, but I would use this kind of use compensator and ACOG on her. Just a really important op. And also after this, I'll show you how to crouch spam. On knock, I believe I do use holographic and muzzle brake. And armor, I do like armor. I use the LMG and then SMG 12 or 11, and then I use flash hider and hollow. And Cali is for you can't put anything on a sniper, but it's flash hider. Yeah, on Cali. Ayana, I would use the ARX, and I have muzzle brake and ACOG on her. And then Ace, I don't have Ace. So here I'm gonna go to defenders. I use smoke shotgun, no sight, and then I use SMG 11, and then I use the same loadout for him too. And then castle, I use hollow and angled and no barrel. Doc, I believe I use flash hider, ACOG, Capcan. I do not use these two. I use Jaeger, reflex, and muzzle. And then bandit, I believe holographic and compensator. And then I don't use frost. I use Valkyrie. I believe it's holographic and hollow and compensator. Yeah. And then on Caveira, I use holographic, and then I use muzzle brake. I use impacts. It's up to you. If you're a camper, then use the other thing. I do not use ACOG. It's just the only things on here is just ACOG and vertical. I use those two. And then Mira. This is really important. I use reflex and then I use flash hider. People would use compensator. It's really up to you. On him, I believe I use some flash hider. Yeah, these two, and then I use hollow and compensator. Vigil, I use reflex. Oh my god, dude, I just messed up my controller. I use reflex and flash hider. Flash hider, yeah, and then angled. And then maestro, whatever. Hollow, muzzle, vertical. I used to main him. I was really good with him. The MX Storm, MX4, extended barrel. You know this. Kalash. I do not use Kalash, but for LMG, I use or her SMG, whatever. I use the flash hider. I do use his thing. It's reflex and muzzle. Mozzie, I do use a P10 Roni, and then I use a hollow extended barrel, angled grip. Is that do I see a C4? Okay, I was about to say I swear if I didn't have it. Okay, and then for him I have his MPX flash hider, I believe it is. I don't know, it's a muzzle brake and angled. I don't know, and then God. I use holographic and compensator for him. I don't know. It just feels weirder. I go, yeah. Wamai, I do use his MP5K. I use compensator and hollow. And then Orcs, I do not use Orcs. I do not like Orcs. I use his MP5. I do not use suppressor on that. I think I was messing around. I use his flash hider. And yeah. That's about it. And then I do not have Malusi. If I did run Malusi, I'd probably run hollow flash hider. And if I did have what is it? If I did have Ace, I would run his AK-12, probably compensator, my opinion. And then how to crouch spam. So what you guys have to do, okay, you would have to go up, okay, you would have to go to your PS4 settings. There was this thing called accessibilities. Yeah, accessibilities, and then you need to go to button assignment, go down to button assignment, and then it'll say enable custom button assignment, okay? Click on that, go to custom button assignment, okay? And then you want to go to R1, okay? Or circle, and then click on R1 on X on R1, and then you can change it. You would go up to circle, okay? And then you're going to have to click R1, okay, to go back. And then you're going to have to click confirm. And then, you're going to be using R1 for your back and circle for like your, different thing. And that's it, guys. Peace out.